before I was married, I was single for way too long. So I did spend a lot of time, wondering what was wrong with me. And then I got married, and gotta say, I really miss not knowing. So in the divorce, she wanted half my comic books, which is how I got 2,500 Sephora points. I recently got laid off, I'm not working, so I started an OnlyFans page. But after a week of doing this and this and this, it's just an OnlyFans page. It's nice to know that no matter what I do, though, my new mother-in-law supports what I do. I appreciate that. Appreciate her a lot. Yeah, I did get married recently. Things are going well. Yeah, we moved from Minneapolis to the suburbs. The best part of that is the water pressure. And now take a shower. Because in Minneapolis, it just felt like 3 guys were pissing on me. I assume, anyways. I assume that's what it feels like. I don't know for sure. I was not in a fraternity ever. I'm getting old, and as I get older, I get more boring. Like, even my dreams are boring now. Like, I dreamt about Jennifer Lawrence, which is that she's really good friends with my neighbor. And I'm at an age now I have to have a weird conversation with friends I never thought I'd have to have. I don't want to tell my friend Larry that I found out his daughter dropped out of college to be a webcam girl. And she overcharged my credit card. I'm old enough to remember going to the public library just to use their dial-up. And so, of course, when you're doing that, you get caught doing embarrassing things, looking at your computer. Once I got caught looking at my bank account. I got caught looking at some Gilmore Girls erotic fiction. Miss Patty and Kirk, those two should have got together. But worst of all, of course, the most embarrassing thing back then, getting caught online dating. It was different then. Back then, only weirdos online dated. Now everybody's doing it. Back then, you had to lie about it. Like my first wife and I, we actually met on Let'sSettle.com. But we'd tell things less embarrassing, like we met at a Nickelback concert in Coon Rapids. And back then, there wasn't a lot of digital photography. So you actually had to just describe, what your dick looked like. Which is hard to do because there's only a few words for veiny. People thought it was weird I was doing online dating back then. They said, just do what your parents did. Like, I don't know how to find an orgy. So I was an early adopter of online dating, quite a trailblazer. I was the Amelia Earhart of online dating. Because I crashed and burned too. I finally did get access to a digital camera. But back then, you had to actually mount it on the monitor. So I took a couple pictures, smiling pictures, and then, of course, I had to get a dick pic, right? So I'm there trying to get a good angle while grabbing the mouse the whole time, the whole time making sure that the librarian couldn't see what I was doing. Before that, I did classified ad dating, which was weird, because we were like, oh, look, garage sale, single white male. Let's try this. And you actually had to write a letter, mail it to the newspaper. They would forward it on, and you didn't know you were ghosted for months. One time I thought I was ghosted. I got a letter back. I looked at it. It just said, you up? One of the problems with my now ex-wife and I is that we had a really boring sex life. Like, our safe word was just... NCIS is on? Even our dirty talk was boring. It just sounded like we were rearranging the living room. They'd be like, oh, I'm gonna put it there. Oh, you think it'll fit? I'll make it fit. Oh yeah, let's do this. Oh, wait, stop, my back. Oh. So we had one position we didn't most often. We called it the Anne Frank. Because that's when they would turn out the lights, and then she would move or make a noise. Then she'd go upstairs and journal about it. All right. If you want, be sure to look for my Netflix special. If things go right next year, I'm going to be in season 3 of Making a Murderer. So please, let me know if anybody needs a ride home tonight. Thank you.